What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Bloons Cast. I'm your host, Curly Fries, and I'm here joined by my co-host and a very special guest, Doggo Dutchman and Rocco. Say what's up, guys.
Hello, everybody.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Bloons Cast. We already recorded one yesterday, but Curly, see, he's a little bit slow, so that one got messed up. The audio got corrupted, and we got to re-record it with our guest again, RockMyZombie,
This is
Rocco.
absolutely the first time we're doing this. So
Yes, you
it's
guys
gonna
are
be completely
losers.
natural. We got this.
Yeah, it was a little rough.
Fully 100% natural.
Let's just
What
say.
is this map split?
Let's just say. Let's just say that the recording didn't go as planned, and it had to get deleted completely. Is that okay, guys? You know, right?
Yeah,
The government knew just how good the recording was. I mean, we discussed some intellectual topics ranging from very, very serious matters, so they didn't want that getting out.
it was too powerful.
Yeah, but I'd like to
Send me
think.
money. I need Benjamin.
But although we've gone through a lot of misfortune, we did have enough bonding time because Rocco is our guest for today. So Rocco, introduce yourself. Tell us what you do. Tell us about yourself.
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me on. It's an absolute pleasure, especially twice now.
It's been twice.
But I run a channel called RockMyZombie, which is linked in the description, and I just cover the Bloons lore. Yes, I know. I had to get it in. But I make videos on the Bloons lore and how the monkeys are not exactly the most innocent protagonists that could exist, and could have some governmental corruption and some signs of slavery. So go check them out.
Ooh, that's not good.
So some pretty normal
Yeah.
stuff, you would say.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, really?
So Rocco, me and Doggo, we're talking without you, okay? And I don't want you to be
What?
mad. I don't want you to be mad, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you one question.
Kirby
It
was constantly talking about how handsome you were
And-
and how he was planning to ask you out. That's why I asked if he had done that.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's
that is
go.
true. And depending on how you answer this question, I will judge you for the rest of my life. So I'm going to ask you something. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm prepared.
Do you want to Bloons Cast?
I am so ready to Bloons Cast.
What I mean by this is, do you want to be a permanent co-host in the Bloons Cast? You don't have to if you don't want
Wow. This is a
Say no.
very exactly high honor, and because Doggo said that he wants me to say no, I shall accept.
to. Yes! Everyone, round of applause. Doggo, round of applause.
This is absolutely beautiful.
Welcome to the Bloons Cast. You
That
are
was
now...
reverse psychology that I just pulled, by the way. Otherwise, you would have said no. So you got to thank me there, Curly.
Oh, wow. Well, that's called getting played.
You are now, we were talking about it, and we were saying, because we recorded one yesterday, you were such a perfect co-host that, I mean, we had to have you on here permanently. So welcome to the Bloons Cast, gang. Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's a great honor. I accept, and everyone in the comments, you're welcome for being here. So
I'm removing your Bloons Cast guest role and giving you the Bloons Cast co-host role. Wow. Congratulations.
Yay.
Congratulations. Wow.
I do
It's beautiful.
appreciate this did come for your viewers. This is the first time meeting me, and I am already a permanent member, but I think we got a lot of good stuff to talk about, especially today, and especially knowing what we talked about last time that you guys all missed, which we will recap because we talked about great stuff.
We did talk about pretty amazing things, but
Great stuff. The best stuff, actually.
But we're still interviewing you, Rocco, because you're the guest. So I want you to tell us, how did you stumble across the Bloons Cast? Because now, I mean, you're a part of it now. How did this epic story start?
So
I
this
think I
story
accidentally did
started
something, by the way.
a few months ago. I was creating, I was working on my video, on my most recent Bloons video, and I look for sources to see what other people are thinking about lore-wise, but also how they engage with the community. And I came across the Bloons Cast because mainly because you guys interviewed some big creators in the
You would say
balloon
some
sphere.
pretty big creators, you know, a little on the smaller side, but I mean,
out here.
we're just trying to shout some of the creators out, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you guys trying to give some love to the smaller creators, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, precisely that.
Yeah,
especially
exactly.
me, because I was there for all of those interviews.
But it was cool because you guys really present yourself in a professional manner and ask some actually deep questions and know your stuff about balloons. So I'm super passionate. I'm like in the community, like trying to keep up on latest events, trends, updates and all that. And so I reached out and you guys fortunately saw and listened. So thank you guys so much.
That's what we do here. We listen to everyone. We listen to the community. So you should subscribe to this channel and like, because we're such nice human beings, one might say.
Yes.
The nicest of human beings, even.
But I think there really are some like great things to talk about when it comes to balloons, and I think it's only getting better. So,
well, I actually, you know, I asked you this yesterday, but I want to ask you again to see what you might say. But yes. I wanted to bring up the fact that you don't. How much videos do you have uploaded, by the way?
So in terms of balloons videos, 4. And there has been a break between my last upload and now. There is currently one new video in the works. It should take about a week or maybe 2 weeks for the next one to come out. There are a few health issues and family and IRL stuff going on, but I'm planning on. I got so many topics in mind. I got a bunch of videos planned, so it's all exciting stuff.
Nice. And the reason I asked that is because your views are bonkers, man. For your size and for how much Bloons TD6 videos you've uploaded, what are your thoughts on this many views? And do you think you could take it far with how many views you have, you know? Cuz that's pretty crazy.
I think I did kind of it actually the video is actually completely started as a school project. I'm going to college for media production right now. And I've always been a fan of like game theory, that channel. So I took my hand at its style, and but I did kind of realize like no one really covered what the actual story of balloons is. And there was a great video, I think it was posted like a year and a half ago, called the actual history of balloons. And
I got a massive amount of views.
It's a fantastic video. I'm almost certain that most people have seen it by now, but if you haven't, it covers every single Bloons game, and they're like 45. And they're just like some like at one point, everyone has kind of asked why are monkeys popping balloons, right? Granted, it's a children's game and they don't take the lore too seriously, of course, but there are some hints, especially in games like Bloons Monkey City, that the monkeys are more interested in expansion and conquering. And I mean, I brought this up in the last time we recorded, but for all the viewers out there, keep in mind who would win if the monkeys actually invaded our world. I think the humans might lose.
I remember talking about. I was saying that I feel like the humans could win, especially if I had to get involved in this situation. Obviously, humans would win.
Yeah, if me and Curly got involved, I mean, it really becomes less of a question.
But we're talking hypothetically in a situation where I wouldn't, just to see how far the balloons could get. So if I was waiting to see how far the balloons could get, and it was just humans versus monkeys, I still think the humans would win, because think of a map. There's only a certain limitation of how much like monkeys you can have on a certain screen, and if they're not on that screen, you can't place those monkeys anywhere else. So and all the humans we have all over the world, I feel like with all the guns we have, they have like 2 guys with guns. They got like a minigun and like a sniper. I mean, well, we have all those except times 28. So I feel like. And I'm just thinking of like all the balloon monkeys range. Like, I mean, the dart monkey ain't hitting like a sniper from like, 200 meters away. And like, I just feel like the humans would win with just how much like stuff we have personally.
You know what? I'm gonna go through every tower to see how many monkeys have guns.
There are way more monkeys.
Yeah, I just realized right now.
Okay, we got
Practically
a cannon,
every
but I
military
guess that
monkey
doesn't
has
count.
some sort of weapon.
Yeah, I think there are a few things to consider, such as their ability to build as well. They're able to build really fast. Um, even if you would say that like the upgrades and the buildings are pre-made and just dropped off, the monkeys are exceptionally good at building. And then also, they do have the power of a god. Not only a god, two gods. They have the power of resurrecting the dead. They have the power of nukes. Um, so even though, granted, these are the nukes are something that humans have. So it could come down to a numbers issue, but I still think monkeys would reign supreme. Uh, in this case. Even Ninja Kiwi on their blogs has admitted that monkeys are intellectually uh and
Technologically.
yes, thank you,
You're welcome.
advanced to humans. So
Wow.
did you know, according to the blogs, which I don't take very seriously when it comes to lore, uh the restart button is canon and is due to a time reversal device created by Dr. Monkey.
Oh my gosh.
That's hard.
So we're screwed. is what
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna say.
lose.
So what I said before on how like we'd survive, I take that all back. And Mr. Monkey, I apologize for what I've said before. I did not mean any of it. I was just in the spur of the moment. I apologize.
Spur of the moment.
Okay.
You know, I got a video. It's not the next video, but it is a video I have actually scripted, all about how Dr. Monkey is the villain of the Bloons Tower Defense games.
How is he the villain? I'm so confused. I thought he was the good guy.
I don't want to say too much because there's a lot of evidence, but in Bloons Super Monkey 2, have you guys played the game?
Never touched
Oh,
it.
of course
I don't even
I
know. I
have.
don't even know what it is.
Essentially, there's a genre of Ninja Kiwi games called the Bloons Super Monkey games, where you control a super monkey and like on a top-down bird's eye game, and you control them to pop balloons, and then you can upgrade them
Oh,
throughout.
that one. Yeah.
Yes. Well, in it, you find different super monkeys that have different powers, such as Ice Monkey and Storm Monkey, that have electrical and ice powers. But and as soon as you like free them from the balloons that have given them these powers through technological means that balloons have never shown before, Dr. Monkey has the perfect equipment ready to harness their powers. Like directly. So me thinks that Dr. Monkey is pulling a bit of experiments on the monkeys just in the pursuit of knowledge.
So they're saying that he's like a little sus, one might say, because he knows all this and is experimenting on poor little monkeys.
Yep.
Scary thing to think about.
I think he causes a lot of the catastrophes that he can come in and save and be the hero.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
So
that is pretty dang deep.
Not to mention, he's just presented as a jerk in all the quests.
That is true. He's like, he always makes you do like all the dirty work, like the Bloon Areas quest.
Oh, so
gosh, never forget that.
Yep.
I realized that maybe I don't play BTD6 while recording a podcast because I'm so distracted on building my farms right now. It's starting to get like bad.
Yeah, I got the perfect team out for that.
This might not end good for me. I'm just like I don't even like understand what's happening anymore because of farming. Like I'm just too in depth. Okay. We can log back in.
Exactly the content we're here to see.
The content we're here to see.
There is, I like going forward with the lore and kind of to segue into another topic is Bloons Tower Defense 6 is a pretty old game by now, right?
Yeah, it's
pretty
old.
And I know you guys have discussed like where this is going in the future, and there's kind of some discussion on, is this game dying? Because a lot of the fan base is growing older, and the gameplay is somewhat repetitive. But in the same vein, there is so much more new content, such as the Legends DLCs, and like like it or hate it, Bloons Card Storm, Bloons Blitz that's coming out. They're starting to do collaborations with Fortnite, and they did one with Mr. Beast a while ago, which was controversial. And Masters of the Universe and Battle Cats, they are expanding like crazy, and they're doing things that have never been done before. So, what are you guys thinking about the future of this game, and like where it's going, how we can expect, like, is this game dying straight up?
I honestly think that BTD6 is one of those forever games, right? As in a game which, like, I don't think fundamentally will ever die because it is just such a palatable game that with each new generation of people, like, it will be played. If, like, you take this might be a very weird comparison, but take a game like Doom, right? The original Doom. No one's still playing that because it's also, like, very specific, like, made for a very specific group of people and at a very specific time. It's basically outdated. A game like BTD6 is like one that I don't think will ever be outdated in a sense. Because, like, I mean, I know you could, yeah, in the past, like, you might have said the same for BTD5, but I think it's reached that point where, like, the graphics and, like, the fundamental core of the game is good enough to a point where, like, even if one were to play this 10 years down the line, I feel like it would just be, like, completely fine graphically. So that's already eliminated. Like, that feeling of, like, oh, this is a super old game is like, I think, eliminated. And so I really think that BTD6, because it has such a like a simple, like, core game loop, that's both a blessing and a curse because it becomes very hard to, like, expand on it, but it just becomes a forever game. And I
I
mean, that's kind
totally
of been
agree.
proven with the fact that, like, we've gotten, like, how old is the BTD franchise as a whole? Like, that same core game loop has not changed. It has not been touched. It has been the exact same since day one. Bloons come in, you have to stop them. And it's worked.
Yeah,
And I think, like, BTD, like, that's why you get the question of, like, will we ever get a BTD 7? I don't think we need it. I legitimately think,
definitely.
like,
I
BTD
agree.
6 is one of those games which could realistically just stop here. And with, constant updates and, like, new content and just, like, game support, it's one of those games that I think will just, like, exist indefinitely. Take a Minecraft, for example. Like, Minecraft, again, at its core, is pretty much the same. And with each new generation of people, they play it. New people come in.
No, it's true.
BTD6, I think it's going to be the same. It's one of those forever games.
I do think I do completely agree. And yeah, because there's also phases, right? I know in some private conversations, I know there have been like, like you do go and you quit the game for a while. Like you don't like the gameplay loop does eventually hit a stale point. But you can always go back to it. Like
Exactly. You can always go back.
and it is the foundation of it's the foundation of a large amount of tower defense games. Like it goes back to Plants vs Zombies and in being iconic, and the fact that they're still adding on it is really cool, and finding different dimensions to bring the game. I definitely don't think that that this game is going anywhere anytime soon. I think it's always going to be nice and welcome for people who used to play the game to come back.
I feel like that's a really
I
good
agree.
point. I didn't really like picture it like that.
And I
Like
crashed, by the way.
I'm not surprised, Doggo Dutchman. You are a loser. But I'm not surprised it could be a forever game. I didn't really even realize that. I was just like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm just bored of the whole BTD6 as like I don't know, like as a game, and I want like something new. But I realized, like, I mean, that's not what BTD6 is. But
Exactly.
I feel like that's a really
Like
good
I
point that
bet,
it is a
like
forever game. That's true.
yeah, like you can always come back to it. Like even now, I haven't touched this
Oh,
game in a while. I come back and like it's familiar enough where I like can immediately get the swing of things. It's actually just kind of enjoyable to spam farms. It's like seeing that number go up. Whew, that hits the spot.
it's true. And they do like Ninja Kiwi is really good about like one, there's just an active community. Like when it comes to content creation, but also just how people play the game. Uh the communities that have been created, like there was a boss tournament quite a few months ago. We talked about this last time, but like there's a speedrunning community. There are people that take contested territory to the next level. And
Oh,
there are people that like truly love this game, and they like there are regular updates to this. There are balance changes. There's controversy. There's people going on the Ninja Kiwi subreddit that start complaining about balance changes, and like even
it
kind of
just
take
shows
it
that there are
to
people who care.
like there are a big community, and Ninja Kiwi really does respond to them, uh, which is pretty cool. Like even the custom maps and the custom challenges,
What are you
which I know
saying?
was implemented forever ago, it is great community, like reaching out to the community. Um,
If only they listened harder and brought us the balloon chipper.
I know that they're very against it. In the Frontier Legends, you can fish in the game, and it just gets you a few the currency, which is bananite, and there's a balloon chipper
Right.
that you can fish out, and the description is just a hunk of trash. So
That's crazy.
they are actively against the balloon chipper.
You know,
The hate is insane.
talking about this balloon shipper and how Doggo you want it so badly. If you were to add one update to this game that wasn't the balloon chipper, what would it be? You know, you have to add something else that's not the
I'm
balloon
real.
chipper.
I'm getting deja vu here, as if we had this exact conversation
No, no,
some
no. But
other
here's the
time.
thing.
It's
Here's the thing. Yesterday, I
ooh.
asked you what update would you have, and you said the balloon chipper. But now I'm asking you, what update would you have if you couldn't have the balloon chipper as an update? Like, what would be your
If I
second?
couldn't have the balloon chipper as an update, what I would do, like I said yesterday, is just incorporate mods into the base game. Make it more accessible to make mods and download mods, and hell, add texture packs for Christ's sake. Just make it so customizable, everything.
Dude,
I think that would be dope.
I'm so bummed that the last recording didn't make it because, man, that was a fun conversation we had. But now it's gonna be like weird repeating everything, because I remember
Yeah,
saying like, man, I would have loved to have like a druid skin, like a druid texture pack that I could just download off of someone for free in BTD6, but it's just
it
not
would be
possible
cool.
yet. But that would be so fire if that was a possibility.
I know. I think Ninja Kiwi has some interviews on their YouTube channel with like some of the creative directors. And there was an art director, I believe it was in the interview. I would need to rewatch it, but they did actually talk about because they answered some questions from the comments, and they did kind of ask about skins in BTD, and they did bring up an interesting point. This is why I think kind of adding more, and why I agree with you in adding more like community stuff, which they actually like with the profile banners and stuff, but is how each tower and their cross path changes the design of the tower. Like physically changes the artwork, not just the artwork, but on the upgrade page, but like
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
tower itself. And then you have to do that for each and every tower. So how many like versions of that skin? Like for a new skin, right? You have to have uh a lot of assets. I'm trying to go through the number in my head. But like there is a good reason why it's not in the game, but I actually if they have some community support, right?
I mean, I feel like they're kind
Like
of
allowing it
underestimating how
easier.
unemployed people are these days. Like, I don't think that it's like something that would never happen because it's too much work. I truly
No.
think that people would do it.
I can imagine a custom tower being added to this game. Like within limited options or within the game, you can vote on different things that they'll add to the new tower. I can imagine stuff like that happening in the future.
That would be cool. Eerily reminiscent of the mob votes in Minecraft.
Oh my
Totally.
gosh! What if they added something like that to this game? Like
I can imagine it.
But what if it was like a
Gears
boss
just
vote?
start turning in Curly's head.
Like
Ooh,
a
for
boss
boss.
vote. Like imagine like they get to choose a new boss balloon, like a massive boss or like a new tower, or like oh my gosh, that would be pretty lit. That would be lit.
That'd be really cool.
That would be so cool, just like Minecraft, and then like the community gets the vote. I feel like that's literally has like, the only negative would be that like people would be mad that they didn't get like whatever they're doing a vote
The one
on.
that they wanted, yeah.
But I feel like that would bring the community together so much more. But I mean, it could also break it apart.
It
Actually,
would.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a us versus them game, so there could be like, or it's not a competitive, like there's competition, but you're fighting against the balloons, right? So, like throwing options up there, like a custom update could be really cool, and games are doing that more and more nowadays. So, I think that hey, Ninja Kiwi, if you're needing ideas,
Ninja Kiwi, if you're listening, Sam.
Sam, you know, just hit me up, bro.
We don't mind getting you on here for a little bit, you know, like we can shout you out as well. We got some good ideas, Sam. Like, just hit us up, bro. That's what we're saying.
I mean, I know we're pretty big, so it would be kind of nerve-wracking for Sam to come on here. Like, we gotta keep that in mind, you know.
It's not you don't have to be nervous, you know. We can be comfortable, you know. We're not too rough on it. Yeah, it gets a lot of views, you know. But we'd figure it out if you wanted to, you know, come in and join us, you know.
Yeah, we're here, and we want 50% of all revenue.
Yeah, you are gonna have to. Yeah, I mean that's true. You're gonna have to give us each 5% of BTD6 shares, unfortunately. Yeah. But I feel like it's worth it with how much stuff you're gonna get from us. You know what I mean? Like.
And how much swag we have, like just like being around us, like that'd probably boost NK shares by what, 200, 300%.
You do get a lot of credibility from it as well. I will say that.
It's true.
I'm trying to
think of it like the Mr. Beast collab, but even better.
Oh, that's
we're also very brand recognizable, right?
Hey, Mr. Beast collab. I don't know about you guys, but the Bloons cast collab, that sounds pretty dang good. I don't know about you guys. That sounds pretty dang good.
The cast collab.
That's
rolls right off the tongue.
I'm currently.
If you guys are open to a topic change, that's similar to last time, but I actually have a few differences that could be interesting.
Hit me with it, or us, I guess.
So before we talked about how, like, who Ninja Kiwi kind of caters to, the more casual players or the more competitive players, and I do kind of think that that's true. And we also kind of talked about how there's like kind of a power creep, right? There's like some towers are just getting stronger, and just like stronger over time. It's kind of easier to win now, and it's actually kind of become a complaint even in the community. And I'm curious, one, what you think is true. If you think that it's more casual or competitive. Like, I know we had this conversation, but to keep our audience up to date, and also, what should it cater to? Like, should this be a casual game or should it be competitive? And also, what's the best way to keep it that way?
You know, I think this game has to have a casual fan base and a competitive fan base, because if it was only a casual fan base, this game would die way quicker than it normally does. But they also need the competitive players, because if you have competitive players, they have more reasons to play. They're the people who find out these crazy strats. They're the people who do all this. You know, the content creators, you could even say, are like the competitive side of BTD6, you know. But I feel like this game needs to side with both, because they have to live together. You know, you can't have a competitive player base without all the casuals watching the competitive people play, but you can't have the competitive player base make videos and all these strategies if no casual players were going to use them at all. I feel like it's a game that needs both casual and competitive, and Ninja Kiwi has to do their work for both to satisfy both of the sides. And I feel like that's pretty crazy that this game is that like in depth with that.
It is. I definitely agree with that. I think that that's a hard line to follow, like, or hard line to cross, but I think it's definitely possible, and I think they do an okay job of it. There's also like casual players. There needs to be some form of skill expression, right? To start, and they kind of have that through the form of maps.
Yeah.
Right? Beginner
Chimps
through
and
advanced.
Stuff. Yeah, and like they completing chimps, blackboarding. They have a lot of stuff that it satisfies both the casual and competitive. Because if you're competitive, you want a blackboarder every map. But if you're casual, completing a chimps is enough, and it makes you feel good. Like it satisfies both the competitive and casual players.
Yeah, it's true. And then even when like they've been making boss events with custom modifier, like the last one was Vortex on Ouch with boat farming and Desperado farming being the only sources of income, and like that's hard for a casual player, but it's great. It's a great challenge for someone who's seasoned, who knows their farming, which is its own form of skill expression as well.
It's just hard for them to satisfy both in one way, like that boss event, because it's either going to be way too easy for everyone, but the casuals will like it, or just like you said with this one, the most recent one, so difficult that casual players can't even beat it, but competitive players have a fun time beating it. And I mean, I feel like they're doing a pretty good job, because it's impossible to satisfy both in the same way, like in a boss event, but they do a pretty good job at doing it in like other ways like that, I think.
Yeah, I do agree. And like I there are also, as we've mentioned before, communities that do make the game harder, that like push Bloons further beyond the like what it's capable of in the vanilla game, like modders. There's a Bloons Tower Defense 6 website that has all the hardest custom made maps, and they like share their strategies, but also have a leaderboard based on what people have completed. Like, there's a lot more that you can do with this game if you want to stray from just what it can offer you base kit.
That is true. All the modding, like the mods and stuff, the race, like just trying to beat a map fat. Like, there is a lot of very niche stuff you could do, like you said.
It could be cool if Ninja Kiwi actually like sponsored a community event, more than just like a boss event or like a race. Like, more than that, more like getting the best of the best and showcasing what the best of the best are capable of, and like showing the potential of what you can do in the game.
Some kind of esports thing.
That would be very fun, but I just wouldn't know how they would do that, you know? But that would be that's a really good idea to bring up.
I mean, it's being done. It's being done already, so they just need to like kind of attach their name to it. But in the same vein, I think that they do a pretty good job keeping their fans happy. I mean, is there anything that like I know you brought up how you just want the gameplay to be changed, that you want something different, right? What would that look like? Like if they were to do a total revamp, doesn't need to do the same tower defense. How would you see like a Bloons game that you would get interest in?
Bloons Monkey City 2.
Ironically enough, that is still the same gameplay form. Is it like the building?
That's true.
Or like the RPG elements, or the building elements?
I don't know, man. I can't even explain. I just really like one Monkey City 1.
It's a great game.
It's just a great game. That's
Okay,
all
we're
there
getting
is
okay.
to
I
it.
can already just tell we're getting dry on this topic. So,
All right, all right.
I couldn't find the I couldn't find the Google Docs on like the topics. I've been trying to find it, but I don't even have a topic to bring up. I just interrupted you guys and said we need to change the topic, but I don't even know what to change it to.
Yeah,
I apologize.
I can get it open.
W. So
But I mean, here's one. How about content creation? You guys both have Bloons channels, and I know Curly, you did a lot of challenge stuff, and you're still uploading and live streaming. How has it changed? Like, and where do you think it's gonna go?
truthfully, I can't even like say where it's gonna go because I feel like it's kind of stayed the same forever. I feel like content made today could have been made a year ago and still been fine. I mean, I don't watch BTD6 content creators. Truthfully, I don't. I remember me and Doggo were talking. I don't watch. I can't tell you the last time I watched a BTD6 video that like wasn't mine. So it's hard to like rate it off other people's content, but based off myself, the biggest thing I have is that I just feel like it's very hard to get a good amount of views making BTD6 content compared to other types of content like Minecraft or even like Roblox or anything like that. And
Yeah.
I don't have a lot to say because I'm not even like that in depth with the BTD6, like how all the I don't even know, like just the community. I'm not even like in a Discord server with like I don't know like anything about BTD6 anymore. I don't know when the next update's getting released. I just make videos by myself and like I don't watch any other people on BTD6, so I don't know a lot about how content for BTD6 goes. All I know is that it's hard to get a high amount of views compared to if you make videos on like different things. That's like what I realize a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, BTD6 is just a smaller game. Like, it's
It
big,
is.
but not that
I mean,
big.
you can see that in like content creators. Like 2D does a lot of modded content. Um, and like specifically with some big balloon streamers, content creators, they do stop like upload a little less often. They try and come up with different topics. Usually challenges is what I see a lot. Or like how strong can this tower get?
Yeah.
Like, and how far could it make? And testing out the new balance changes. That seems to be a lot of the content. Testing out the new druid farming, right?
I think the biggest issue with like Bloons content as a whole, not just BTD6, but also BTD Battles 1 and 2, is just like it doesn't fit the YouTube meta anymore. Because I personally think that the YouTube meta has changed. I mean, gameplay videos, like let's play videos, they're nowhere near as big as they were before. So like if we go back to what, like 2016, 2017, 2018, let's play videos, they were still popping off. And so when you had people daily upload in Bloons TD battles, they get thousands of views. What's it called? Trippy Pepper, right? I don't know if y'all remember him, but he would
Trippy
upload
Pepper.
like what's it called? Modded BTD battles legitimately would get millions of views. And because that's just
Wow.
because it kind of fit the meta of the time of like you could just like make those gameplay videos, like those 12-minute gameplay videos, with mods, slap a cool title and thumbnail, boom, you get 1 million views. But now I feel like it just doesn't fit the meta anymore because you have two types of games. Like I said, you have forever games and you have just like regular games. Regular games, like let's take Hollow Knight, for example, right? You can
Yep.
just like upload a video of you playing that game start to finish or like some part of it, and then boom. That's kind of you can of course go further with content, but like it's really limited past like what's actually in the game, right? But like even if
Yeah.
you upload that, if you're like a good YouTuber, you could still pull like quite a bit of views, and that goes for like most like indie games. Like you see, like best example would be Markiplier. Like he's just like every new video is like a new indie game, right?
It's true.
If you take a look at something like Forever Games, you have two kinds of Forever Games. You have Forever Games, which are like super sandboxy. Minecraft is the most obvious example. And then Forever Games, which are a lot more limited. BTD6. A Forever game like Minecraft, which is like super sandboxy, there is so much you can do. It's just so much wider in the amount of content that you can make that it's able to adapt to what the YouTube meta is. Back in 2014, Minecraft was absolutely massive. 2016, it was still massive. Yeah, it had a little dip when Fortnite came along, but like it's outlasted Fortnite. It made like a massive return in 2020. It adapted itself to the meta of what YouTube was. A game like
It's
BTD6
true.
is not capable of doing that. You cannot really go further than a couple of mods here and there, and like what's it called? Like balance updates or like tutorials or like challenge guides, right? You can't go further than that. Like and then with
Yeah.
Minecraft, like for something like Minecraft Civilizations, like that got really big in the past few years. 4
Ooh.
million views, 5 million views. That's something which we didn't see 10 years ago, even though it is the exact same game. Like the same exact game, it could have been made 10 years ago, but it didn't fit the meta of what YouTube was. Now the YouTube meta has changed, and thus it opened the gateway for a video idea like that.
Yeah.
BTD6 doesn't have something like that. It cannot adapt to the YouTube meta. So thus that's why I feel like it was way bigger back in the day, BTD battles, because like or BTD6, because it fit the meta of just like having those 8 to 12-minute gaming videos. You could pull
It's
hundreds of
true.
thousands of views, millions. Now you need something. You need bigger stuff. You need something like like I don't want to use like Mr. Beast as just like an example, but like you do need something that's bigger,
Hey,
grander, right? That's the
he's
word,
the
grander.
he is the second. Well, I was gonna say number one, but he is second to us, of course. You have to
Yeah,
look at
second does
what
obviously.
works, right? Like,
Exactly.
y- and then there's
And
even like
BTD6 just can't it can't
I
morph
actually
into that.
because I completely agree. There was BGD6 fit the gaming meta really really well, and it's still okay, but now it's more diversified content. People want to watch something interesting, not the same thing. Uh, and I mean, if you've made it this far in the podcast, you definitely have some enjoyment or connection to BGD, to BGD6 probably, but just the Balloon series in general. So I am curious, especially from like a wider audience, of what keeps you interested in the game.
Mm.
What keeps you like what is the
W
content you want to
engagement farm,
watch?
W engagement farm.
Comment it down
We
below.
read all the
We'll
comments.
react. We'll
We read
actually
all the
react to
comments.
them next podcast.
We did it last time. We did it last time.
We did it last time. We're gonna react to comments again today
I will
because that
do it
was
again.
fun.
We'll
do it
react
again.
to
We'll
it
do it
again.
again. But we do react to our comments at the end of our podcast. So we'll react to this question right here from Rocco.
Because it'd be really good to know what keeps you engaged, what you want to know, like what you want us to talk about as well, in the same vein. Because there needs to be a bit of a meta switch up, and this is not to check my ego, even though it totally is. Um, a lore video is something that's not been done. Bloons, right? What else is there that has not been done with
Exactly.
balloons?
That fits precisely what I was saying because a lore video, it's grander. It's bigger than just the game itself. Like a lore video is very big, very comprehensive. That fits what the YouTube meta is right now. That's why I feel like something like that would work. And why again that like that video that was uploaded a year ago got like 4 million views. It just fit the meta.
Yeah. And there's absolutely still an audience for the regular content.
Oh yeah,
That's
100%.
how these content creators why they're still creating. But I mean, like, because that's all the juicy stuff I want to get, like that I want to learn, that I want to talk about, I want to start creating. Right? I think that's where the potential is which is never the easy question to answer. What has not been done before?
That's true. BTD6 has a finite amount of things that you can do versus a game like Roblox, Minecraft, Siege, CS:GO. You know, you can do anything in that game, but BTD6 does have a finite of what you can get done. And I think that's what I dislike about it the most for content creation. Because in Minecraft, oh my gosh, there's so much content to make there.
You can literally play BTD6 in Minecraft.
You can do anything. Like it's insane.
True.
But I feel like that's just like the terms of service when you're signing up to make BTD6 content, that it's just not a game that you could do forever. That's truth. That's what I've realized. All I want to do is hopefully get a big enough audience on BTD6, then transfer that audience to a different game. I think I talked about this last podcast where I was like, yeah, I'd want to do like something like reaction or commentary or move to a different game like Minecraft, because there's just so much more to do and the audiences are so much bigger than BTD6. And I feel like that's like the biggest thing about content creation. Like the question you asked earlier, that is the biggest problem, that there's just not enough to do to like.
Yep.
There's just a glass ceiling essentially.
It's just there's just not enough to do in the game. But there's nothing that Ninja Kiwi can do about it. That's just what BTD6 is as a game. That doesn't make it bad in any way.
Yeah, it's a curse. It's both a curse and a blessing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a forever game.
I do have an idea. If you guys are open.
No, we're not.
And maybe if the audience is interested, is
kidding.
It's a $1 million one, I can already tell.
Because a lot is also speculation, and I think it would be interesting to try and actually like deep dive into some of the communities on how they are keeping up with this game, right? Like how our content creator, like we're smaller and we still make content, but like
what are you talking about? We're the biggest.
We don't rely on it for our income, right? What about people who do? And you guys have interviewed these YouTubers before.
Yeah.
I'm also curious on how people keep the game fresh. Like there is a competitive aspect that people live for. People show up to boss events and try and get their top 5, right? Like they're going for it. They're the speedrun community is always going to go like racing each other, right? So I say for future podcasts, that could be really interesting to like deep dive into each kind of miniature community and see what is happening that a lot of people playing Bloons might not know about.
Community within the community.
I don't know. Does that sound interesting to you guys?
That does sound interesting.
I'd say that sounds interesting.
You know, I'm actually looking at this right now. Curly, how many views does like 2D pull per video?
Oh my god, I think I talk about this every single episode, and I don't want to.
Yeah,
but
you got something with 2D.
Yeah, you're bringing it up now, and you literally just asked me to do the same thing. I always say
because
it just like slowly gets lower every day, and when he gets a good video, it's like just random. Like one video will just do really good, but it's just lower than it was a year ago. That's the biggest thing. It just keeps on going down.
What's confusing me, right? 2D is like, in principle, the biggest BTD6 content creator. But then I look at a channel like ISAB, and he's pulling way more consistent views, around 100K. Like, over the past month, there hasn't been a video higher than like 200K, but there hasn't been one lower than 100K. I look at 2D, I see a video with 44K, then one with 281K, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to understand why. What is the difference exactly? Because like 100K per video every 2 days, that's pretty darn good. That's
really
like
good.
1.5 million views
really
a month.
Good.
Pretty good.
Well, I mean,
so like, what's the difference?
That's a good question. Maybe it's type of content. Because 2D does a lot of modded. Maybe that just doesn't do as well, but it keeps the game interesting for him, right? And like ISAB does a lot of
challenges,
like regular balance updates, some personal challenges. How OP can X tower get, right? and he uploads pretty much daily. So there's the consistency aspect. But granted, I'm not them, and they have to look, right. They have to look at those statistics to know what to put out. I remember watching an ISEP video, and he said that the custom maps hold a lower retention than him doing Gar Castle for the 50th time, which is interesting. Like, this is what I'm curious about in this space.
What do people want to see?
Yeah, what do people want to see? Because we could also say
What
our
does
personal
little Timmy
opinions.
want in his iPad? What does little Timmy want to watch? That's the question.
True.
Little Timmy, if you're in the comments, let us know, okay?
Specifically you, Timmy.
You know who you are, little Timmy.
I don't want to hear anyone else's opinions.
Just little Timmy, okay?
Well,
Okay.
do we want to invite our waiting guest?
That's actually crazy.
Yeah,
I was literally about to invite him. Oh my gosh, the chances of that. Yes, I do think it is time.
We're so in sync, boys.
Sweet.
We are locked in, one might say. All right. So, guys,
Here, explain it. Yeah,
for the
explain
viewers
what this is.
Watching at home. If you are watching on YouTube,
again, by the way.
What?
Should I do the thing?
Up to you, man. Do whatever you want. But for all the viewers watching at home, you can look at my screen right now and you realize that I'm in Discord about to drag Karaf into the Bloons cast recording. Now, yesterday when we recorded this first episode, Karaf was randomly selected out of 3 people to be dragged into this call. Then when we dragged him in, we talked to him and everything, and then the recording messed up. So we decided to have him back just to make it fair because we felt bad. So here's Karaf, everybody. Everyone, you can do whatever you want to him now.
Karaf, welcome to the second time that you have joined this. I know I said last time that this would be the highlight of your life, but you have been blessed by the gods. And so you are allowed to return again.
We just love you so much.
Even better. This is going to be even grander. Nothing's better the second time around, but the Bloons cast is different. The Bloons cast is greater. The Bloons cast surpasses everything that you can imagine in a lifetime. Nay, in infinite lifetimes, the Bloons cast will always be better. That is the law of the universe, and it has been willed that you are allowed to join again. So rejoice, because this is truly going to be the greatest moment. When I said last time that it would be the greatest moment, that was the the first ever lie that I've ever told, because the universe has willed it differently. The universe has bestowed
second
upon
greatest
you
moment.
The greatest blessing. That was the second greatest moment. This will truly be the best. So relish in it. Enjoy it. Take up every ounce of it. Because something like this will never come again. Something like this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but you have been blessed with a second time. So, welcome back to the Bloons cast recording.
Hi again. I know.
Well, Karaf,
Why do you sound so tired?
I know this is your second time, and we're gonna have to find new things to ask you.
Your second time for you.
So take the microphone, Karaf. Say whatever you want. I'm gonna try to find some questions for you, man.
But
Yes.
Figure something to say, man. Whatever comes to mind.
The stage is yours.
let's say the future of Bloons tower defense, let's say.
Hmm.
The future of Bloons tower defense? What do you think of the future?
Pretty banger.
Yeah, what do you think
Does
about
it?
it?
Does it look bright? Are the stars shining? What do you say?
I'm thinking we should get so many questions.
Possibilities are endless.
Well, we were talking about this earlier in the podcast about the future of balloons. And also what keeps you hooked? What keeps you interested in balloons?
Mainly Quambley, boss events, and Paragons is what made me come back to the Bloons series.
Paragons,
like the challenge of them or the different types of mechanics? What about them specifically?
It's basically the mechanics of how the game was implemented other than the other 5.
The new stuff,
Yeah.
the changes to the flow of the game, essentially.
Yeah, I have played the Frontiers DLC a bit.
Ooh, what do you think?
It's alright. It's alright.
Did you play the
It's
Rogue
alright.
Legends one?
I also do have Legends. And they are planning to add another DLC soon.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they were gonna add another DLC.
Yeah, I do think that they're going crazy on them.
It's gonna be it's gonna be like a RPG based. It's gonna be apparently RPG based, featuring like Masters of the Universe again.
They are building something up in the quests with like a little. They have a storyline to it, so
There's
I definitely imagine
lore.
that they're gonna be doing some cool stuff.
The main game, we're getting from what I've heard, a Chorus skin, a new tower, a He-Man hero, and a Druid Paragon. That's next update.
That sounds fantastic. I have heard rumors of the Druid Paragon. I'm excited to see that. See
I mean,
that
after
play
the
out.
Druid rework, it only makes sense. Give my boy a Paragon.
True.
Okay, guys. Karaf, I don't want to, you guys are having a nice conversation, but
Yeah, until you joined.
I have to ask you some fun questions, okay? Now, these ones aren't going to be impossible. And for the people watching at home, we pick a random guest every single episode, and, we let them talk about some stuff, but the main point is to see how you answer some fun questions that we ask you. Normally, they're impossible questions, but these ones are going to be hypothetical, okay? Are you okay with that, Karaf?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question, all right?
Enthusiasm is astounding.
And I want you to answer this with your heart. Would you rather have $1 million in whatever currency you have? So, it would be like $1 million USD, but if you lived in Europe, it would be like $1 million USD converted into euros. Or would you rather have 100 knights who will do whatever you say with free upkeep?
Probably say millions of dollars worth of euros in Europe.
Okay, I respect that.
All
Why
right,
would you want $1 million over, or €1 million instead of 100 knights that do whatever you say with free upkeep?
To be fair, 100 knights is gonna be gone by faster than you know.
Can have
Millions
them
of
battles to the
dollars.
death.
Thinking about it.
Are you
could
gonna
just
like make
buy-
them fight each other?
If you do think about
God,
it, it
why
would
do you
probably cost more than $1 million to up
To have 100
which I know
knights.
you said free upkeep, but if the upkeep were included, you are getting more valuation through the knights.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like,
But
even if the knights are paid minimum wage, like, that's you got 100 knights.
But you do also have 100 knights that you like. You
That's
don't
a lot
have to
of
spend
knights.
money to take care of, but you gotta like take care of them basically. Yeah, it's free.
I mean, you
but
said no upkeep, so like free upkeep.
No,
So
it's
that means
free
they have
upkeep.
living quarters and they have like food. So
But
you don't
you're
have to
still
worry
their
about
leader
that.
if you think about it. That's a lot to deal with if you think about it. But
Yeah,
it is more worth it just having 100 like armored people to do whatever you want.
I mean, it's more so just having people that do whatever you want rather than just armored people.
true. It's also because with $1 million, you might not need 100 knights. You could pay someone to do your bidding. Granted, it's only $1 million, but you can pay for like one or two. That might be more manageable than 100.
But I mean, how long are we gonna have these 100 knights? Is it just like until they die?
Whenever you want. Yeah, I think you'll be able to pull the plug on them whenever you want. You'll be able to, they do what you say. You get to choose however long you want them.
Well, like, is there like if I don't pull the plug, do I just have them until I die?
Yeah, I'd say you have them until you die. They'll
Oh,
just
then
be
I'm
the
taking
same
100
age.
knights.
They'll be like
100
20,
people?
26 for the rest of their life, just being knights for you.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100 people, which just do whatever the hell you want for the rest of your life, bro. Hell yeah.
But you are knights, they're knights. Okay. That I feel
Yes.
like that one was a pretty good question. Okay, Karaf, what's your final say in this question I asked you? Beautiful.
What is it?
Okay, here. I can ask you. I'll ask you a new question though. Okay. Now, let's
Getting
say
excited about myself.
a rich person came up to you and said, "I'm gonna give you the option. Okay. I'm gonna give you the option to not take this deal, or I'm gonna pay you $70,000 every year if you let me watch you sleep for every day of the year." How are you taking that deal, and
Ooh.
for how long are you taking that deal?
Yeah, I immediately pass on that.
Now, I'll say, the rich guy who's offering you this isn't doing it for any crazy motives. He isn't doing it for like a crazy reason. He's just doing it. Basically for no reason at all. He's not going to do anything when you're asleep. He's not going to like record
For the
you.
lols.
He's just paying you money for you to let him watch you sleep.
I know people who do subathons. That
Yeah,
this is
I think I'd do it. But like, I don't
I think
know.
I'd do it. I'd do it.
Not that long though.
You know what? I'd do
70K
it
is a good
like
amount of money.
You'd
I'd
do it?
say I'd do it for like 4 years.
4 years,
Yeah,
that's a
something
lot
like
of money. That's like 210,000.
280.
4 years. So
I
7,
currently
14,
can't math.
21, 28.
280.
40. Well, hey, no, that was
280.
that's like a miscalculation because I thought it was like 3 years, guys.
I
I'm
mean,
not dumb, I promise.
these are big
I'm not dumb.
numbers, so you're gonna have to pull out the calc for that
Yeah,
one.
I'm
I
getting.
understand if it's hard.
Wait, what is calc short for?
Calc short
Calculator.
for calculator, by the way, those that don't know.
calculations,
Okay,
calculus.
Okay. Okay, thank you guys.
Yeah, calc is short for calculator.
So, Kraft, you'd just let a rich guy watch you sleep, huh?
Yes, I wouldn't mind.
Okay, what if I told you that the reason I asked this question is because I wanted to ask you that personally? Could I watch you sleep? Could I like just watch you sleep for $70,000 a year?
Oh no. Oh my god.
It
I
becomes
don't
worse with Curly.
I mean, wait, well, you
Yeah.
answered it. You answered it, so like, I'll be there tonight. Don't worry, I'll be there tonight, and $70,000 will hit your account at the end of the year.
You
Thank
better
you, by
not
the
be
way.
spending
Thank
it
you.
on the Bloons cast card, by the way. The Bloons cast bank account.
Oh.
Because we have like a lot of money in there, of course.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm not. Don't worry. Don't worry. Fuck, gosh.
Well, Karaf, I personally have one final question for you. This is a question that is very original, a question that I definitely made up myself, and a question which you will find nowhere else on the internet. Here it is.
All right.
Would you rather have infinite bacon, but no games? Or games? Infinite games, but no games.
Ooh.
Think
And no
carefully.
bacon.
Think carefully.
This is a hard one.
I'll give it to you, Doggo. This is a good
Okay.
question.
Yeah, thanks. I made it myself.
I could tell. Thank you.
Okay.
He's having a hard time.
But what games are we talking to? Video games or just
Whatever games,
board
both
games?
video
Games.
games, board games, just any kind of game.
Infinite games but no games. What?
Unlimited
I mean,
games. Don't forget,
crystal
unlimited
clear. Like
games.
you have
Unlimited
infinite games if you
games.
pick that option, but you have no games.
Oh my, we died.
We have been defeated.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. There's no rush.
Think tank right now, thinking up a storm. I mean, this is.
I'm sorry, I have to pick
I know.
all games but no games.
I respect
You're gonna
that.
have to
You know
I
what?
respect
pick the
that.
infinite games,
Bold
but no games.
choice, but I respect
That's
it.
an odd choice.
I respect it.
What's your reasoning?
I
What's your
respect
reasoning?
it.
Think about it.
That's
If you
some
think of
full
one
pocket.
game of what you like the best, why don't you? Why don't you just look up at your for the amount of
I mean,
whatchamacallit,
just
just
so you
gel.
know, just so we're crystal clear here, you do have no games if you pick that option.
True. True.
Yeah, you have
Yeah, but
infinite
what if
games,
you
but
can?
you have no games.
Yeah, but you can view them.
No.
Well, they're
Oh,
unlimited. Remember, it's hard to view. There's
Yep,
They are
games,
unlimited
but no
games,
games.
but no games.
It's okay if you can't answer. We could just. It's okay.
I
if you
do.
can't.
You know, I mean,
It's a hard question. I understand.
all I have is
it's a
no
hard
answer.
question.
I just have no answer.
No
That's
answer.
okay. That's okay.
All right. You know what? Respect.
I respect
I
it.
That's
respect it.
a
You
dignified,
just refuse to
dignified answer.
That's, hey,
Leaving it up to fate.
That's
exactly.
respect.
That's bold.
I respect that.
All right,
Fate
Karaf.
fortunes the bold. That's what they say.
Is there anything you want to say before?
You get sent to the gulag.
Uh, all I'm saying is I'm excited for a Corvus skin because I am a major of a Corvus player.
Yes.
I respect that. I respect that.
It's true.
That
Ninja
is
Kiwi
hard.
win.
I back it.
Well, Corvus, thank you so much for doing this twice. I know this is almost like a job for you because I asked and you were waiting in there for a long time again. So I really do appreciate that you decided to do this for
We
the
do
Balloon
appreciate
Cast.
you.
We appreciate you.
And if
the
you
call.
viewers at home want to join, then just remember you can check the link in the description. You can see our Discord right there. All you have to do is join. And while we are recording, which we will make clear when we record, you simply join the Bloons Cast waiting line. And then, if you're lucky, if fate befalls upon you, and if you are the chosen one, just like Karaf here, handsome, smart, intelligent, and smelling absolutely incredible,
What the heck?
then you can join the Bloons Cast recording session.
So do it.
Let's do it. Thank you
So
so
do
much
it.
for joining, Karaf. You know, you can always try again. You know, you can always do it again. Thank you so much, dude.
No worries.
If you do win, though,
Yeah,
like if you do
anytime.
win, you do win, then you do die. Like I
We
said,
will-
We're getting the
someone can
server
die.
back up
we
on
will have to kill
top.
you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Karaf.
Thanks for having me. No worries.
so much
See you for the
doing
next
this.
one eventually.
Bye,
He's so
Karaf.
nice. I don't even have to kick him. He just leaves, and I really
What
appreciate
an
it.
incredibly
I know.
smelling guy, by the way.
He was fantastic.
He
And that could
smells
be
good.
you.
That could.
And
I
that
like
could
that.
be you at
I
home
like that.
watching. Little Timmy, I know you're looking at the screen right now. This could be you.
Timmy, you know you're like eating, touching your iPad right now, playing BTD6 while having this up on your phone. Timmy, you can be in the Bloons Cast. But Timmy,
Walk in, Timmy.
let's say you're scared to be in the Bloons Cast. That's okay. Something you can do is actually comment on the Bloons Cast. And you know what you guys know what we're gonna do, right? You guys know what we're gonna do.
Oh, it's time.
Oh, is it time to react to the comments again?
Here's how they
for the
went.
first time.
Yeah, first time us doing this, guys, definitely. So, Dark Recycles, 1 day ago, commenting, "We back, baby," with the fire emoji. What are our
It
thoughts?
is true.
Back, baby. The Bloons Cast is here.
We
to
are so
stay.
back.
Medulia Ridebread, commenting, "Cardstorm is an good card game, according to card game players, but
Why?
with a Battles 2 launch."
Completely agree. As a card game player, I 100% agree. It is a really,
if
really
Rocco
good
backs
game.
It, I back it. I'll follow that man to the
had
end
a
of the earth.
horrible launch and a horrible grinding system. And it's almost pay to win. Technically it's not, but it's almost pay to win. So
Okay. Now, I got some really sexy comments right now. I got 2 really sexy ones, okay?
ho-ho.
So, this person named Curly Fries commented, "This podcast truly is something amazing." What is our thoughts?
I mean,
I don't like that guy very much. I don't
Yeah.
like that comment.
I agree. No, I agree.
What does this mean? Curly fries? I don't get it.
And if you thought that one was bad, you're gonna hate this one. This person named Doggo Dutchman commented, "This is the greatest thing to ever happen to YouTube ever."
I mean, that is true.
While I
What he
agree
said
with the
there was kinda
comment,
true.
it's coming from a dog, and dogs have terrible opinions.
Yeah, whoever commented
So.
that is a freaking loser.
I think they're pretty cool.
We got Superior Mango commenting, no flippin' patty way. W.
Superior Mango commented, no flipping patty way. That is beautiful.
W.
That
And then he
That's
reacted
exciting.
to his own comment, saying, this guy just said flipping patty way.
Oh my
I
god.
feel like he's having
That's
a
respect.
slight identity crisis. But
Let's
Superior
go.
Mango,
Can't believe he
that
said
guy
that.
just did say, no flipping patty way.
Then we have Sussy
And then-
B. Oh, you were gonna say something, Doggo? You can say something.
Yeah, because you actually responded to his comment. No flipping way. This guy just said flipping patty way.
I didn't respond to that. That's Mr. Bloons cast.
Oh yeah,
That's-
of course. Our manager, Mr. Bloonscast.
Mr.
Because we're the
Bloonscast.
biggest channel ever. So
Next, we
if
have.
you guys want to meet Mr. Bloonscast, join the Discord.
That's true.
He's
Mr. Bloons
definitely
cast
real.
is in there. We have Sussy B.
Someone.
Sussy B. 969 commenting Cam Jam or Jononzo. I think it's Geronzo. That's his name. Would be down for Bloons cast. So guys, we might have another guest next episode. You know.
I mean, they are kind of
That
too
sounds
cool
fun.
for us at this point.
Who knows? Who
Hey,
knows?
if
Jonanzo
you're
is the one
interested,
cool ass guy.
join the Discord.
And I
There,
Like
opportunities gonna happen.
we might just be able to get Jonanzo on here, but I think like getting someone like Mr. Beast would probably be easier.
we could get Mr. Beast on here. I'll call him. I'll call him.
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
we have the Marcel Padia guy. Now, if you guys didn't watch the last episode, we actually, at the very end, said, if you guys leave a comment on this video on what our outro will be, we will do it. And the Marcel Pat guy actually left a comment. He stated, as
What
an
a
outro,
wonderful-
you guys should put one of those 2018 outros with the big 3D letters in one singular color with lightning or something. Or you guys could cut to a clip of you just saying peace out with the Bloonscast PFP in the middle of the screen. Never let me make a decision again, he commented. And thank you for
Well,
commenting
Marcel
that.
Patty guy, I think we should let you make these decisions again because that might just be the best idea that I've ever heard in my life.
Most
You know,
beautiful.
You are a genius.
And as was said, we will do it.
We will
So,
do it.
even though you had Aura in there,
Wait, do you guys
we
think
have to
it's
do
too much
both.
work to do a
God, we have to
different
do
outro
both. We
each
have to do
video?
both.
Both need to be done.
We
set
could
the rules. We have
it.
to follow through.
We did do it. So I think we decided yesterday who's doing what. I don't know
Yep.
how to make a 2018 outro with big 3D letters with one singular color with lightning or something. But
And Rocco is the one who went to film school, so or is
Rocco
going
can.
to. So you know.
It is
can.
true. And as you are saying that, it is currently showing up on screen, credited to
Oh.
Doggo. So
beautiful. It's beautiful.
enjoy.
And with that outro, guys, do you guys want to say anything else before we do the crazy outro with us saying peace at the end?
I think we
I
are
want to spread some
good.
positivity today. You know what, Curly?
All right.
For all the shit that we give you, you're actually a very nice guy.
Thank you, Doggo. For all the shit that I give you, I mean it. But just know that it comes from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, it's like your love language.
Yeah. Yeah. My blue, dark heart whenever I think of you and your ugly little
Us.
face.
And to both of
Alright,
you,
this is-
I am sure that Pearly is the dog's favorite type of fry. So
That is what happens sometimes.
That is-
Well,
yep.
let me say,
Even though
guys,
it's very weird. But yeah.
if you've watched to the end, thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations, and thank you, Rocco, for being the third co-host. Thank you,
happy
man.
to be here.
We're happy.
Thank you so
we're
much.
happy. Now, you guys will be seeing us
Hope
in the
you
next
don't regret it.
episode. This was episode number 8. We're getting back into this. Don't forget, if you want to be a Bloons
Episode
Cast
number
guest,
2 of season 2. Okay, we gotta make this
Season 2.
official. This is a new season.
this is season 2 of the
True.
Bloons Cast, guys. This is the fall
Bloons
off.
Cast season 2.
Remember, if you want to join the podcast, go down in the description right now. Go into the Discord, join it, read some of the stuff there. We got you. You can become a guest for a whole episode or join in for 5 minutes. Everyone's channels will be linked in the description below. Thank you guys so much for joining me. What's the last thing you guys want to say?
I say we end it how we were told to, and all say peace.
Peace!